Sometimes when it comes to making decisions, it can be really challenging because we have a lot of noise in our head. Maybe we have so much noise in our head around, I should do this, but if I do, there will be that consequence, that we go and we reach out to loved ones and trusted friends and family, and we get their advice. And then we end up having the nonsense we had in our head before, plus some conflicting opinions of other people that we trust. And then maybe we feel even farther from making that decision because their opinions are so different. So in this case, if you're trying to make a decision, and we can say a big decision or a small decision, you can practice using this for small decisions to start feeling more confident to use this on bigger decisions. Typically on bigger decisions, it feels a little more powerful when you do this. So when making these decisions, the way that this works is you're going to want to make statements, and you're going to want to make opposite statements and very, very clear ones. So the types of statements that you'll make is, buying this house is for my greatest good, right? So it's specific in the sense that this is for your greatest good. This is on your right path. This is the best choice right now. Whatever words work for you. Buying this house is my best option right now. And then the opposite statement of that would be, buying this house is the worst decision right now. Or buying this house goes against my greatest good. Whatever that looks like. So you find your statement and you make your positive statement and you make your opposing statement. And once you have your statements, and you can write down many statements to get clarity. So if it's around buying a house, it's buying a house right now is part of my greatest good. Or buying a house right now is, not in alignment with my greatest good. Or a bad decision, or whatever words you want to use. And then you can get more specific. This house, the one that you just looked at, is the right house, is the best house. This house is not the right house. This house is not the best house for me. And so those are the opposing ones, and you can kind of work your way down. I make the offer, I don't make the offer. So feeling into all of these. So now that you have your statements in place, and they can be about anything, they can be about relationships, they can be about business decisions, anything that's feeling busy in here. So now that you have your statements written down, I'm going to have you take 3 deep breaths. After you take your 3 deep breaths, you make your first statement. Buying a house right now is for my greatest good. And then feel into what your body does when you make that statement. Notice, did your chest get tight? Did your shoulders relax? Did you get sick to your stomach? Did you feel joy and peace? Because this is how our subconscious communicates with us, is through how we feel when we make these statements as a truth. And then just take note. If you made that statement and it made your chest feel really tight, then take 3 more deep breaths. Buying a house right now is not for my greatest good. And then feel how that feels. Did you feel a weight come off your shoulders? Did that make you feel sick to your stomach? Did you feel anxiety come everywhere? Just notice. So when you ask these opposing statements, or when you make these opposing statements, note that the positive statement either felt something good, bad, or neutral, and the opposing statement felt something good, bad, or neutral. And that can help give you a little bit more clarity into what your truth is. So obviously, if you feel lighter, if you feel relief, then that's more your truth. If you feel tension, if you still feel nausea, if you feel any of those things, darkness, heaviness, then that is opposing your truth. And this is a great practice if you can do this sitting in your car in the parking lot before you go in to make this big decision. You can make a whole list of these and sit and do them all at once, before bed or after you wake up in the morning when things are still. If there's something really stressful going on and you have to make a big decision right now, you can, step into another room, take a few deep breaths, make a statement, make an opposing statement, and just check in and see. So this is a great way to find some guidance in your life, and you don't need anything but yourself. And the more you do it, the easier it is to tune into the feeling of the answer. And neutral is a feeling. I just wanted to cover that one. And it typically means it can go either way. It's not really pertinent. I should do this, or I want to do this. This is the best option for me right now, or this is not the best option for me right now. And if both of those statements end up being fairly neutral, you don't feel good, you don't feel bad, there wasn't much there, then often that decision isn't one that's going to make or break. That it kind of doesn't matter what you do. Either you sign up for this or you don't sign up for it, and it doesn't have a big impact or sway on your life either way. So if you're choosing between signing up for this and not signing up for this, or going here instead, or not going there, you might check into those and compare if you're going between different options. And if this one feels better, then go there, because this one feels neutral and you'd rather go with the one that feels good. So if you have anything specific in your life that you're struggling with, please send a message or make a comment, and I can give you some ideas for statements, and we can work with whatever words resonate with you and feel good. But learning how to find your own truth and listen to your own truth is really empowering, and you can use it anytime in life. So I hope you enjoyed this.